Not every day is good.
But there is something good in every day.
That's what we're going to be talking about in this week's episode of Get Real with
The English Sisters.
Please remember to follow us on Apple Podcasts or wherever you get your podcasts. It really makes a difference.
It really does. So hit that subscribe button and help us produce more of these podcasts because we're really excited to make them and we do love sharing them.
And come and watch us on YouTube too, where you can see the video version. Anyway, let's get into it. Something good in every day.
I think that the you know what the other words that would have to go in there is if you're willing to look for it.
If you're willing to look for it.
If you have like the right mindset to look for it, because if you start saying well, what was good about today, if you had a really bad day, for example, and you start thinking about that, then what's gonna happen is that your mind, our brain deletes a lot of the stuff throughout our day.
If you're willing to notice it as well.
Yeah, if you're willing to notice it, absolutely.
But as you go through your day, if you're willing to be like an observer and notice the good things.
Oh, that's brilliant. If you're in that mindset, it'll be different. I think it would be difficult even to have a bad day.
Would it?
But if you get up with the willingness, if you get up with the willingness and the mindset to think, okay, I will notice something good in my day today. I'll start noticing the good things, and I think it's going to be pretty difficult to have a bad day, isn't it?
Well, I think it'll be difficult to have a completely bad day.
Yeah,
there'll
be bad moments.
Stuff in the day which you probably won't want to deal with or to have happen. But
exactly,
the complete day will be harder.
Yeah, what I do find a lot is that if you do suffer from anxiety, what you can tend to do is to stuff the whole day and just say that was a bad day. You just like label it as a bad day. Something might not have happened it's something like bad. I mean, you could have even get stung by a wasp, for example.
That happened to me.
That happened to you. And I mean, did it ruin your entire day? Luckily, you're not. I mean, you are quite allergic, but you're not life-threatening allergic.
No,
to
not
wasps.
Life-threatening, but it was pretty nasty.
It was pretty nasty, but you still managed to do other things in that day.
Yeah, I wouldn't have classified it as a bad day just because I got stung by a wasp, even though it did get pretty bad and I had to have cortisone.
Yeah, you did actually.
But it's just that, yeah. I mean, people are probably thinking, so what? You got stung by a wasp? Boo-hoo.
Boo. Yeah, well, that's not a bad day. It was a bad day when I got sacked from my job or something. Yeah. Or had, run over is pretty extreme. Are we coming
into the same topic, the same area, as if there's always a silver lining, or is it slightly different? I think it's slightly different. There's always a silver lining in everything that happens. No, it's different, isn't it?
I think this is different, yeah. I mean, it's kind of the same gist, isn't it? I mean, it's got the same kind of philosophy behind it, but I think the actual idea of this phrase is...
It's by that American author, isn't it?
Yeah, it's by Alice Morse Earle. I don't know if I'm saying it right. She's an American historian and author of many, many years ago, 1800, and she had already sussed this out.
And what was her...
Not every day is good, but there is something good in every day. Kind of like a little
mantra.
Little mantra that if you say it to yourself, you can say, yeah, there is something good in every day, and that could be just taking a warm shower.
Yeah,
nice very simple things that even though maybe not every day is good, yeah. I think because it gets away from the thinking, yeah, every day is good.
Gets away from that perfectionism, doesn't it? That every day has to be amazing and that nothing bad can happen.
Who says that? I mean, most people, I don't... every day has to be amazing. I don't Really, I think most people don't think that every day has to be amazing. Maybe that's kind of like what we want, like what we think. And we make it amazing because we do things, even very tiny things. The fact that we appreciate them so much
I do think
can
it
make
comes
it.
down to mindfulness.
Exactly, yeah. Can make it amazing. But I think most people just, especially if we're talking about like normal days when,
The drudgery, you mean?
yeah, it's not a holiday or anything particular, just a normal day. Even though holidays can be pretty stressful as well, we know that. But just normal in and out, going to work or doing whatever you're doing normally. You might think, yeah, what's a good in today? And how can you find that good? It starts off with the mindset.
It starts off with the mindset of just being in the now and like not chunking the whole day together for a start.
That's it, yeah.
So one bad thing happens and it's going to be a bad day, and so then it becomes like a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Exactly, yeah. That does tend to happen a lot. You miss the train, you miss the bus. Oh God, what a bad day it is. I mean,
you meeting, you
have a meeting, you get there late, things aren't going exactly as planned, and you think, what the hell? You know, this is it's a bad day. And then since your brain is focusing on the fact that your kind of day sort of didn't start off well, then all you're doing is you're deleting all those little tiny good things that are happening throughout that day, because they do happen. They do happen, but you're deleting it because your brain is obeying what you basically hypnotize yourself to say. The command you said, I am having a bad day. Thus, your brain and your mind will make sure that the rest of the day you'll notice all things that aren't nice, are bad. That's how it works, isn't it?
It does. It's very...
It's creepy that way.
It's really creepy.
It's really creepy. If you really believe this, and this is how your brain works, you would really try not to have any of these thoughts, you know, throughout your day.
Yeah, because they're not even, half of them aren't even real. It's just like worry or anxiety and building up on, you know, putting one thing on top of another, really.
Stacking, chunking together, all of it, all the anxiety that just, I mean, there is no need for that. There is no need. There is no need. You can think, okay, one thing that didn't go right has happened today. Two things that didn't go right. There might be traffic. I don't know. Whatever it is, we're not talking about really bad things. But even then,
sometimes
it is bad.
What you consider bad things, and the diagnosis of an illness.
You might have to go in.
One that's not well.
Yeah.
These can all these things can get you down and make you feel, oh no, this is a terrible day today.
These things are stealing your moment.
Good and bad in every day.
Yeah.
Like
that sounds like a song. If we could sing, we would burst into song.
And bad in every day.
But we can't. We're not very good at it.
Yeah, I'm going to try and learn. That would be the day.
That would be the
day.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, you can. You're right about that. Yeah. Even when things are not going well, you can look around you and be willing to notice something good. It can really, really dramatically help reduce your anxiety.
Sometimes it can just be a little joke, can't it? It can be humour. And you can think when something horrible happens, you can see the funny side of it.
You can think this is going to be hilarious.
Yeah, or this will be a story to tell in the future.
So let me enjoy it now, like after 10 minutes later, after it's happened.
Yeah, I'm going
without
to
waiting for the future again. Yeah, let me try and see the funny side of it right now.
See the funny side of it, of what it's going to be like in 10 years' time when I tell this story.
Exactly, yes.
So project yourself in the future instead of in the now, in that time when you're all healed or whatever's happened.
Whatever's happened. Yeah, whatever's happened for you. So, yeah, definitely.
I'm listening to the Diary of the CEO, and he was talking about AI and how it's going to overtake the world, artificial intelligence, and how it's going to, the one side is going to make our lives better, but on the other hand, it could be really damaging, and like it can be used in a really damaging way. And I think that's a little bit like our own brain. We can use it to our advantage, or we can use it just to create anxiety and stress and damage our own well-being just because of the stuff that we're saying to ourselves.
It's HI, isn't it? Human intelligence instead of AI. It's HI. So HI is very similar to AI. It depends what you program in it. And whatever you program in, then it's going to spit it out. It's going to come out. And it comes out and it's going to manifest inside the whole of your body. So if you are putting in, oh, it's a bad day, miss this, miss that, everything, let's see what else is going to happen that's not going to be good today for me, then your HI, your human intelligence, is going to find ways to make that happen. And it will. It will, because it's extremely powerful. It's an extremely powerful tool, same as AI will be in the future and already is today.
It will say, like you said, if you're having a bad day, it will stop you, for instance, doing your training, or you're going for a walk.
Oh, absolutely.
Or your own brain will say, no, it's a bad day. I'm not doing that.
No.
I'm going to eat unhealthily because I'm not doing that.
Sabotage.
You'll be sabotaging. But when if it's a bad day, okay, it's a bad day, but there's going to be so many good moments in the day. Look for the joy in every day. You will find that your bad day was actually a good day too.
Yeah, your human intelligence will find ways, will start noticing, observing, like what you said right at the very beginning, will observe the good stuff, the things that give you a moment of pleasure, of joy, a touch, a cuddle, a hug, whatever it is. Even if it's not physical touch, gratitude, a ray of sunshine, a cloud, a drop of rain, millions of things out there to make you feel back in the moment and grateful again.
Even a bug,
amazing bug, amazing.
A wasp,
even a wasp, a bee.
A bee.
Where would we be without the bees? Exactly. We didn't. We've just said that together. We've never said that before, but it is funny. Where would we be without the bees? Really? I mean, where would our ecosystem be on this planet without the bees? Goodness me.
My son was telling me about this. The Man of War, I think it is. Looks a bit like an octopus, but it's actually not one being. It's made up of many.
What is it?
It's like a kind of octopusy thing.
What is it?
A Man of War. It's like
Man of War.
It lives in the sea. No, it's called Portuguese Man of War.
That sounds weird.
And it's got nothing to do with Portugal, apparently.
Okay.
It lives under the ocean and it can sting you really bad. And it's known to have killed humans sometimes, but very rarely. Basically, it kills a fish it eats. But the thing is, it's called a niffosaur or something. I can't remember the word. It's so complicated.
Okay.
But if you want to look it up, Portuguese Man of War, and it's actually made up. It's not like one entity. It's made up of different things that collaborate together. So if you think it could be the closest thing to aliens, it's been around for millions of years.
Well, it's like the cow that's got the bird on it that picks off the bugs and stuff.
The bird and they
like
work,
the cattle
they work together. But this isn't actually one thing. It's like.
Oh, that's the same. The bird and the cattle.
No, the bird individually
is
an
what
individual.
one thing.
It can live on its own and eat off something else.
Right.
It just uses a cattle to eat off the cattle.
Yeah.
This cannot live on its own. It's all together. It's like a bit like the cloud, I suppose, about artificial intelligence.
God, I've never heard of this creature before.
Yeah.
God.
There's not just that one creature. There's other creatures like it in the universe. I mean, if you we could look it up, man.
Wow.
And I can say exactly what it is because it's pretty mind blowing how it's not just one thing. It's like it collaborates together, but it cannot live as an individual.
Like Man of War, is that what I have to
Portuguese
Google?
Man of War.
Portuguese. Never heard of that before. Oh my God, yes.
It's amazing because
The Portuguese Man of War, Physalia physalis, no wonder you can say it, also known as a man of war, is a marine hydrozoan found in the Atlantic Ocean and Indian Ocean. It is considered to be the same species as a Pacific man o' war or blue bottle, which is found mainly in the Pacific Ocean.
But read about where it says it's an entity.
It's a highly venomous open ocean predator that superficially resembles a jellyfish, but is actually I don't know how to say that, siphonophore.
That's it. This is it.
That's it.
It's an actual siphonophore. Each man of war is actually a colony of several small individual organisms that each have specialized job and are so closely intertwined that they cannot survive alone.
God, that sounds a bit
It's
like
a colony of individuals that cannot survive. So one reproduces, the other one eats, the other one does this, but together they form like this one unit. It's pretty amazing.
That's amazing.
So the colony, each thing cannot survive on its own, but together they form this like beast.
I wonder why they call it a man of war, because it must be pretty...
Anyway, that's enough on that subject.
Okay, I'm going to go back and have a look
We'll
at
go
that.
down that rabbit hole now.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, why am I saying, I
Amazing.
can't even remember what, I've lost my train of thought now. There's good in everything, I suppose.
Well, no, we were saying
was
that
a
there's
bit-
so much to marvel about and so much to be grateful
and so
about.
much to learn every day.
So much to learn. I had no idea about this. They've got thin tendrils that can
Yes,
extend.
that's enough now.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to go on to mad research about this. No, I'm interested in the fact that it's like they're all intertwined. So it's a bit like humans, isn't it, as a species? But we can
Humans-
survive alone without, even though we don't do a very good job.
We
alone.
don't do a good job, but in theory we could. Not alone. I mean, we couldn't
can't
reproduce
breed alone. We
alone.
can't, yeah.
No, but this thing, it's like each, like it has a mouth here that's one entity, then it has another.
Oh,
organ.
God, you're going to give me nightmares now. I think that's enough. That's enough. I don't know. Yeah.
Like a little alien.
Yeah, okay. Right. So I think if that's
Yeah,
going
it's
to...
far away under the sea.
It's far away, yeah. It lives deep down, so even when you go...
I think they can come up. Being silly.
It's a marvel anyway.
It's a marvel.
It's a marvel.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
something
It's
you
a
can
marvel.
learn every day. I mean,
yeah.
I'd heard about these, but I didn't know that they were like entities.
But why
that
did
couldn't
your
survive.
son start talking about
Because
this?
he's fascinated with nature, and he just
Yeah.
said how amazing it was. The
Amazing.
ecosystem is.
Yeah. That's where it all came from, this universe that we live
Yes.
in, from the bees
So
to the
how
man o'
amazing.
war.
I mean, if we just think about that for a second, it'll be mind blowing, won't it?
Yeah, exactly.
And it puts stuff into perspective, I suppose. It puts your day, your bad
Your
day into
day,
perspective
yes.
if you look at the bigger picture of the whole world and of what other people are going through as well.
Yeah, exactly.
And that
Even
you're not
though
alone.
often,
You're
yeah.
not alone because other people too are having a bad day, so to speak. They're not.
Somewhere in the
there will
world.
be a good in that day as well.
Yeah, definitely.
If they dare to look for it. Sometimes it's harder to look for the good than to just accept the bad.
Because very often you're in your like mental rut of and look and having a bad day and kind of
It's kind of comforting in a way.
yes. Yeah, because it becomes that habit. Not really, really bad day. I mean, just like normal drudgy kind of days. They just like kind of become your routine, and then if you have to actually make the effort to think, oh, now I have to look for something good. I mean, you don't.
I mean, it becomes like hard work almost.
Yeah. But it's not, because you can just literally, you stop over for coffee or a drink or whatever. You can enjoy that. It's very, we're talking about really simple things here. It's not really a big deal. Even the feeling of
a hot shower.
as you sit down, on your favorite chair or something, it can be very, very simple things.
It
Just
could be
notice
even
them.
things like remember when I stopped off recently in like on the motorway, and I went into the ladies' toilets, and there was they were fake flowers, but there was flowers in the toilet, and I thought this is really beautiful. And then I noticed
was pretty,
that in
yeah.
the corner there was a shower, so I thought that's really nice to have a shower. People need to get a shower.
It's quite amazing.
Yeah, I was really impressed. I mean, that's a nice, good thing that would happen just in a normal day. That was, quite tiring because we were traveling and that. But it's noticing and appreciating things.
I think so. Yeah.
Just tiny moments of appreciation and just noticing that someone else has made an effort for you, and there's so many people doing things for you as well that you may not realize.
Absolutely.
Because where would we be without other humans
No,
to do
we're
things?
very intertwined.
Yeah,
we are. We need each other.
We need each other, and we need to help each other, hug each other, and be kind to each other. And then there will be good in every day.
There will be good in every day.
And there is good in every day.
There is, absolutely.
Dare to look for it. Let us know what your thoughts are on this episode of Get Real with the English Sisters. Bye for now.
Bye-bye.
Please do check out our book, Stress Free in 3 Minutes, where there's a little story in it that will take about 3 minutes to read, and you can enjoy the relaxation it will bring you. See you soon.
See you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye.